Hi! So I'm here today at the salon and I wanted to do a tutorial on how to wrap a headscarf. Some of you may know I went through cancer and chemotherapy when I was 25 years old. And so this subject on how to wrap a headscarf when you do start to lose your hair is very near and dear to my heart. So we're going to start today with a couple options. I have all these. Oops, one just fell. Here we go. All right, so there is going to be a ton of different scarves that you're going to be able to choose from, and I wanted to demonstrate with all different types of scarves and sizes. So this one is very large. Okay, it's a big square. A lot of times with the square ones, what I like to do is make them into triangles. So, and depending on your head size, you can give yourself a little bit more fabric if need be, just by doing like this kind of thing here. See how the one side is a little bit bigger than the other, right? Or you can just make it even as well, whatever works. So to begin, a couple different ways that we can do this one is going to be just flip it around you. Here we go. Sticking it just on your head like so, okay? And then we're left with these two little ties at the ends. I'm gonna spin around so you can see what I'm doing back here. So I have these two ties. I'm gonna take it, give it a little bit of a twist at that point. If you'd like, you can tie it. So we're here. Tying it, just like that, okay? At that point, to give it a little bit more jazz, you might want to adjust where need be. To give it a little bit more jazz, you can take the ends, twist them, ooh, twist, 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 and bring them right up to the top and tie it in a cute little bow. Or not. I mean, you can take these and wrap them in so that you don't have a bow too, if you're not feeling the bow vibe on that day, okay? So you have this kind of like a little do thing. With any extra fabric that is left over, you can like bring this down and now you have like a nice little ponytail action happening. Or you can tuck it in. So whatever your preference is. So that is one way to tie a wrap. Another way is to take this section. Again, I make a lot of sound effects, so I apologize for that. Or not, it's just part of who I am, I guess. So here we are, again, making it, holding it, there goes the sound effects again, holding it taut at this point. And again, the back of my head is covered, right, because you want to stay warm, like so. And you're going to take this, bring it, now I kind of love to do this one actually, bring it up. Again, you can tuck anything that you want tucked, or you can leave it for extra height as well. So I'm here, tie the bow in the back. Or again, if you're not feeling the bow, like I said before, you don't have to bow it. I'm gonna bow it because I'm feeling kind of bowy. And again, just kind of tucking in so that you're comfortable with it. Really, it's your preference, your do. You might also notice that I have lipstick on, right? When we're going through chemotherapy, your skin is really sallow and you need a little bit more color. Well, I guess I shouldn't say need, but it helps to have a little bit more color on your lips. I'm also wearing fabulous earrings that were actually given to me from one of my survivor sisters. And so really adorn yourself, right? You got like the earrings rocking, all that good stuff. Lipstick, Cool? All right. Necklaces, whatever you want. Another fabric and size scarf that you're going to end up finding in the stores and whatnot. One little note too about fabric is that you want to make sure that you're using something that doesn't have a lot of slip to it, because if you have something with a lot of slip, it's just going to, I had to make sure I was still videoing here, how terrible would that have been? You don't want to have anything with a lot of slip, because it was just so slip right off your head. We don't want that. Okay, so again, I'm here with this smaller shape. It's more of a rectangle, and probably about, like, I'm 5'7" and a quarter. I lost actually 1/4 of an inch recently, but nonetheless, this is about like my wingspan. So that's what you're looking for here. And this is maybe, I don't know, what is that, 12 inches or so? 12 inches. All right, so here we go again. Putting it on our heads. Again, making sure you have coverage in the back. Bringing it up in front of you. And bringing your arms out in front of you also. And again, like, and of course I have hair right now, but you know, whatever. You can tuck that in too. Again, just like making sure everything's going to be covered, and that little head of yours is going to be covered and warm. So wrap, wrap, wrap. And again, I can tie this in a little bow back there, or I can take these loose ends here. I'm going to spin around and show you. Right here, and you can tuck them right into the side, just like that. Good. Yeah, just finding like those little overlays, you know. But I find that like it helps to have height. So really think about wrapping up some of this fabric here to give you some height as well. So it's not just like you're a, you know, bald little head. So another size scarf that you're going to come across in the land of scarves out there is one that is like huge, huge. I could seriously make this into a dress because it's so big. It would be a little bit of a skimpy number, but anyway. So that was such my grandma coming through right there. Those facial expressions. Love you, Graham. We're gonna fold this so that you can have less fabric to work with, and this is going to come in handy later. And I like to fold it so it's pretty even here. You can fold it in thirds, or I'm just going to do it in half. So just like so. Okay, stick it over your head, and it's going to be the same concept. You might want to fold some of this fabric back, because if you started to wrap it like this, it's going to cover. It's just going to get a little funky in the front, which could be kind of cute, but you know, I'll play around with it. I'm going to fold it over though, so I just have a little less in the front. So I'm going to take this again straight up, and my scarf is even on both sides. That's like a really good note to make. Crossing it in front, just like that. Get your little ears out. Okay, and then you're going to tie it. And because this is pretty dense now back here, and there's quite the amount, I'm not going to bow it so much. I'm going to just find those little crevices and build into it, just like that. Tuck, tuck, tuck away. I'll never forget the moment that I wore my first headscarf out, and I was about to go roller skating. And I was so tired of wearing hats. So tired of wearing hats. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to figure out how to wrap a headscarf. And so I did, right then and there in my bathroom. And I loved it. I felt like a goddess all night. So I'm going to turn around and show you the back. Okay, just like that. Wrap it up. Yeah, so have fun with this. And I do want to stress, please, please, please reach out to me at any point in time. Laura@beautyandmovement.com. I would love to be able to help in any way that I can.